Welcome back. Excuse me because I haven't got my microphone with me today. So if the sound's a little bit poor, I've left everything at home. But I didn't want to not record a video today because my plan is to keep putting a video out every Monday so I keep you guys updated. That's the plan. It might not work every week, but my plan is every Monday around 7 o'clock, put a video out so you guys can keep updated. So my plan today is to put some irrigation in the polytunnel because I've started sowing and it's going to get to a point where I need to start preparing the inside of this polytunnel. So my first job today is to put the irrigation in. So then that way, once I can raise the seedlings and I get things really growing in here, if it really needs a soak, I can soak the whole polytunnel and get it watered properly. Now, when I bought this irrigation system, I bought it with the tunnel, and I bought it from First Tunnels, and it's the overhead irrigation system. So since buying it, I've had a couple of thoughts around overhead irrigation and do I actually want it? And I'm actually going to just try it because I bought it, so I may as well use it. But I think what I might do is very similar to what Danny at the Grow Up channel has done, and actually get a splitter so I can turn off the overhead irrigation and have a soak hose on the ground. And the reason I've done that is because tomatoes, they don't like having water on their leaves. It can cause blight, and every year I've had blight in the greenhouse that I had. Now I am growing blight resistant varieties this year because of that reason. Every year I've had no tomatoes, so I shouldn't be too worried, but they are blight resistant. They're not blight, they're not going to get blight. They're resistant to it, but it doesn't mean they're going to not get it. So I don't know if I really want to water my tomatoes like that. So what I'm going to do is still good. I think the overhead irrigation will be fine in the polytunnel, but I just might not use it as much as when I come to put a soaker hose on. So we'll see. Let's see. But I'm going to do that today and then hopefully try it out. See if it works. Because I don't actually know it's going to work. You don't know these things until you try them. So I'm trying it today. Let's go. So one end has a stop on it, which is this one, and then the other has a barb on it, and then it goes along the ridge of the polytunnel and then it's secured this end. So it's a little bit stubborn, so I'm just going to go and get some hot water and put the end of the pipe in the hot water and it can behave a little bit more. One memento. There we go. So I just got some hot water, so I'm going to put the end in the hot water and hopefully it'll make it a little bit easier for me to put the ends on. That's the plan. Come unprepared. That's better. The instruction video does say to put it in hot water. I don't know why I didn't try without it to start with. That's better. What's going on now? Right. Apparently, this one goes along the ridge with cable ties. So I'm just going to get a ladder. Sorry, got chatting. Like allotments. It's like people just chat to you. Ah, how's your polytunnel? Oh, yeah. Got myself a radio. Danny at Grow Up suggested one, and yeah, I did have one, but blew up. Just as I said I got one, blew up. So yeah, I've got one to have here. Right, let's get this up on the ridge. I hate going up ladders. I'm not that keen. I'm not a very stable person on the ground, so going up ladders is not great. Right, I think I'm going to have actually a little bit of tubing that goes along the top there as well. I think I might put that on before I do the other bit. Yeah. So that's gonna, oh, it's gonna go along from there. Actually, it might be better if I have hose this side, because that's where the pump's gonna be. Right. Sit there. And then basically I can put the end on as well. Right. Yeah, these are a little bit longer like the other one did. Right. So it says secure them loosely to start with, so you can adjust them. Right, I'm just going to do the rest of this and then I'll come back to you. Right, that's that done. So I've literally just put it all along the ridge now, where I can, well, it's just attached very lightly. It's not properly attached. So I'm just going to literally leave it like that now. These are the bits that I need to put on the other end. So that's the pressure regulator. That's the bit that goes in the middle. I don't know what that is, and I think that's the hose connector. So they literally go, that goes into there, which then goes into there, but I need some tape that goes around here and here. So I'm going to do that now. There we go. So I've just put the tape around the two ends, and then they can just be screwed together. Much easier to do these things when you actually read the instructions. The amount of times I do a job and I just plunge into it, I don't read anything. Those of you who've been on my channel for a while will know. Right, I think that's right. Looks right. Right, so now I need to fit, I'm guessing this on an end, be bad angle. I'm guessing I need to fit this on the other end of the pipe, so let me have a look. Yeah, so I've just looked at the instructions. Actually, it's a good job I did, because I was actually going to put it that way around, not that way. It's a good job I did. So this now just goes on the end of a pipe, and I just need to cut a bit of pipe to go down there and then fit this. So that's what I'm going to do now. I had to get myself some more boiling water because when I was trying to push one of the other ends on, I couldn't get it on. So I've just got some more boiling water, so hopefully should be alright. So aren't very easy to get on. Oh. Right, I think I need some more hot water, so I'm gonna go and get some. Right, got some boiling water. So hopefully it should now be easier to fit. It wasn't on all the way, so just gonna put it on all the way. And then hopefully this is all the pipe work done. It's just a case of putting the dripper in and then securing obviously the pipe ends to the woodwork. Oh yeah. That was the problem. It's just gone on like a breeze. Right, let's do the other one while I've got some hot water. I think it's just a case of attaching that pipe now to this wood here, which I'll do now. There we go. Right, and then these just get nailed in. And then these just get nailed in on the door. That way round, I'm guessing. So looking at the video, I would have put them that way so you can amend it, but looking at the video, they go in that way. So that's what I'm going to do. So, I'm learning to keep my hands out of the way of the hammer. I'm so chuffed myself learning all this stuff. Could really do with a few more cable ties, but that's fine. It's just that's something I can probably just add in at the end once I've done it a little bit more. But yes, I think it could do with a few more cable ties. There we go. So I've nailed that to the wood now. So that is fine. I'm quite happy with that. It's just the top bit I'm not too happy with, but if I need to cut that little bit of tube maybe just to make it a little bit shorter, I can. I'll just see what happens once it's all up and running properly. Yeah, so this bit here just needs probably another little cable tie in it, and just the bit at the end here, I think, just to hold it a little bit better basically. Right, I think now it's to put the downpipes in. So these are the downpipes, and I think these go on the end. There we go. I think I've assembled them right. So now all I need to do apparently is punch a hole with this into the tubing and then fit these in the hole. And then it's done. Test it out in a bit. I have only got two though, so I don't know. Probably put one about here, one about here I guess. There we go. So the downpipes are in, which look quite good. Quite happy with that. This is not easy. Those downpipes are not easy to get in. So if you're doing this, I would personally fit those before you put it up in the air, because once it's up in the air, it's actually quite difficult to put the connectors in. You need a lot of force. So Personally, I would do that before, but yeah, that's just me. Just my advice, really. But yes, I'm quite pleased with it. Quite pleased with it. So now I just need to see if it works, because I haven't actually tested it. Well, I have tested it, but my plan is to connect it to this water butt here and use one of these Bosch pumps, so then I can connect the pump to the hose and then it works. So let's give it a go. So I can't actually try it out because I've left the pump at home, the battery. I've left everything at home today. I'm not prepared for this at all, but I'm pleased because it's done. I've just got to test it out, really. So the plan is to use this hose that I've got here. I'm going to get like one of these connectors that can hold the hose. So I'm going to use the hose to connect it to the Bosch water pump, and then hopefully it will then sprinkler system the whole polytunnel. That's the plan. So once again, thanks for joining me on my little journey in my polytunnel. It is a journey. It's literally something I've not done before. I'm not grown in the polytunnel. It's all quite new. As I say, I did put this ends on the polytunnel to try and keep the warmth in. But since I've done that, I've noticed the wind really picking up. And I've also noticed quite a few kind of midgy insects in here, which are kind of multiplied since I've been in here. And I have seen in polytunnels where they get those little sticker things to catch them. But I'm wondering if it's the fact that I've closed it all off and it's all quite damp in here. I think that's what might have invited them in. So I'm actually going to take that off. And I don't know that I'm going to use it. We'll see. We'll see. It's all trial and error. So we'll give it a go. But yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you again next week.